Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. Have you ever just met new family that you didn't know the day before?
In this video, we're going to share with you today stories of family members meeting lost loved ones.
So that was kind of my experience last night. I had a great time. I've been meaning to go out to this place for a long time. A couple of buddies were like, look, we're getting together on Friday. Let's go there and hang out. That said place in Columbus, Georgia here is 18th Amendment. I had a great time. Now, I've known Matt, who's their lead out there, kind of runs their bar out there through just conversations at different places, usually at Maple Party Shop. And I've been threatening to go out there, and I just been so busy I hadn't. But my buddies are like, "Look, we're going." I'm like, "Let's do this." So went out there last night, and Matt is just an awesome guy. If you've never been there, check it out. They have a fantastic bar. All the staff there it was outstanding. Great fun there. Had a blast. And that's the coolest part about things. Met a couple people there. Met a gentleman, Tyrone, and his wife Mia out there, and just had some great conversations about things and talk about doing maybe some stuff in the future. But just I talk about all the time, and it's funny because Tyrone had the exact same thing. He says, bourbon brings people together. It's a nice facilitator to bring people together, just to have conversations about things. And I couldn't agree more. With Tyrone and then Mia and of course Matt last night, Samantha, one of the other ladies out there, just pitching back and forth and just talking and having fun. We talk about everything under the sun, from some intense stuff, but to a lot of fun stuff. Pictures, animals. What bourbons. Different types of things to look for. I found some things I got to hunt for some people, which I'm excited about. I love to hunt stuff for people because you get to give something back or bring some joy to somebody so they can have those moments where they build time with people and conversations and stuff and build memories. So I think that's the most important thing. And I think that's absolutely fun. Now, I thought I was going to stay an hour or two, ended up staying about 4 hours. That's okay. That's okay. That's the fun part about things. And sometimes you get deep into conversation. We got a conversation about music. Mia gave me a great idea last night. She says she's not even going to charge me for it. I hope that's the case. Is that, maybe pairing different music to different bourbons, different whiskeys. She says maybe there's certain ones that remind you of certain things. I'm like, that's a great idea because I love putting music together specifically on my shorts to different pours. And she's like, maybe you have specific pours that remind you of specific artists or specific songs. And I'm like, that's a great idea. I like that a lot. So you may be seeing some of that in the future. So thank you, Mia. Um, but today we're doing this is day number 9 of the March Madness, doing a sample pour a day from somebody in either a long format, which is today, or a short format. Last night was Old Soul. Had a great time with that. Yesterday released the video for if you want to be a part of that 2,000 subscriber giveaway. You have to watch yesterday's video. I'll try to remember to put it down in the link, and I'll put something in the notes. But get on board with that. If you remember, all you got to do is watch the video. Be 21, continental U.S. Put the comment in the video. The 15th is when we'll be drawing the names for that. I can't wait to see who wins what. I think that is going to be exciting and awesome, and I am looking forward to it. So let's get in today's pour. Today is Old Forth Double Cask Maple Vanilla at 111 proof. If that isn't a mouthful of things to say, I don't know what is. But absolutely looking forward to this pour. This was from Tonya Votts. Tonya, thank you very, very much. Tonya and her husband, John, are just amazing people. I've been able to get together with them for a couple bottle shares. We're part of a group that's going to be doing we're going to be doing the Bourbon Festival in September. So looking forward to that. But this just kind of sounds like something that would be a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning breakfast. You've got double cask maple vanilla. So just on the name alone, I'm kind of expecting like pancake syrup and something smoky like a nice bacon or something there. So that's why it kind of, maybe I'm just hungry. It brought me to kind of breakfast type of stuff on here. Make sure I save enough there for somebody for the sample. Man, these samples are climbing up here. We're about a third of the way, oh, a little bit less than a third of the way through the month. We got some bangers in here. Absolutely looking forward to getting this out to one of the Patreons. I think that's going to be outstanding. This is a nice deep yellow with a little bit of some orange in it as far as the coloring. So I would say about a medium amber color on this. Man, you get maple right on the nose. So you're getting some nice sweet. You're getting some maple, some sweet oak on there too. So sometimes you can get some oak and it could be really, really woody, but this is kind of a sweeter oak with some of that maple. The vanilla shining through on this as well. So the labels, what's on the label is kind of what's matching the nose so far. Getting a little bit of leather in there too. So getting some nice things on the nose. Checking out the oils on this. She's got some long legs, so this is looking very good too. And I'm telling you, I have not had a pour on here that I wouldn't hunt. Every one of these so far from the samples from you guys, outstanding. There's a little bit of a refreshing note in there. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I can't quite pin that one. Let's see what we got on the mouth on this. Let's see how it tastes. Wow. So that is super, super sweet. So when you talk about pancake syrupy type of thing, I get that right off the bat on this. And it's got some different spices to it. It's got a little bit of spiciness to it too. You know, and you are getting, sometimes things drink way under proof. You are getting the proof on this, but it's not bad. You get that nice Kentucky hug with it. Get a nice little finish through on it. But the thing that caught me up front, syrupy sweet on this. You get that nice sweet oak that comes with it. The vanilla shining through on it too. And it's funny because I get more of that maple on the front of the palate, but I get more of the vanilla on the finish on it, along with that sweet oak. Just a touch of that leather. I kind of got that in the nose, but I'm getting just a touch of it on the back of the palate right now. This, you know what this kind of reminds me of a little bit is a little bit more of a savory, spicy Widow Jane Decadence. If I was to have to compare it to something, so it's got some really neat things going on, and the finish is a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. By looking at just kind of the oils on the glass, you think, okay, it's gonna have a nice mouthfeel, which it does. It has a very nice mouthfeel, but it's finishing longer than I was expecting it to finish. I thought, okay, this might be, a medium finish. This is going into more medium long finish on this. Getting a little bit of a earthy, kind of a grainy note, but not in a bad way. It's not really sharp. It kind of reminds you of a kind of a almost like a buttery maple syrup buttery croissant type of thing going on. So a lot of great things going on there. I've never had Old Fourth before. I don't know anything about the company. But I'm telling you, if the rest of their stuff is like this, you definitely are going to want to check into them. Get a portion right. I love what I tell people all the time too is bourbon is kind of, especially at certain bottles, are kind of an investment. Unless you've already wow, unless you've already had a bottle from a distillery like, that you really, really have that jam, or if it's something that's different than the normal for you, or a brand new distillery, see if you can find a pour from someone. Go to a bar, have a friend, talk to someone that's maybe in your bourbon tribe, and say, let me, can you tell me something? Can I swap out a sample with you? I just need to figure out if I need to hunt this or not. I would hunt this Old Fourth. I love what they've done here. Like I said, it's kind of following through with kind of that breakfast type of note. And like I said, this is sweet. So if you're not a sweet type of bourbon person, this may not be your thing. I'm not saying it's like you're taking a mouthful of sugar, but you're going to get the sweet. But the finish on this is more of a savory, spicy finish, which I'm really digging. And the one thing about a good bourbon, too, at least for me, is you get a little bit of something every time that you get into it, or it softens up, or it just gets better as you drink on it. I'm getting that with this, so I am so thankful for this. Tonya, thank you very much. John, thank you very much. I absolutely appreciate this. I can't wait for somebody else to try it. Someone's gonna have 31 1 ounce pours by the time it's over of some killer stuff. So I think that's fantastic. Man, gonna go visit the daughter, see the grandboys. Had a great night Friday, meeting some amazing people who I'm gonna claim is my instant family. Man, great night. I got to hang out with some, and I had to text my buddies last night because we were sitting there, and I got set in such deep conversations with people. I'm like, I didn't talk to my buddies a whole lot last night, so I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. Like, no, we had a good time. Well, one comment I still hadn't heard from the other one yet, but great time. Um, and if I'm off today, but I know a lot of the world's still working, and I don't want to sound like I always say the same things again and again, but I'm truly thankful for people that are out working today. I worked a lot of nights and weekends, but I didn't have maybe some of the intensity of jobs that other people do. I'm not. Our military's always ready, always working. Even if they're having a weekend off, a lot of them are still. Hey, you got to be here at X amount of hours. You can't leave this area for so long. So they're always on call. Our first responders, the ones that keep us safe, but put out our fires to help us through, when you have a car accident or something bad in life happens, that they're there for us. Doctors and nurses at the hospitals, that you're sick or you got a family member that's sick, that they're always there being that support for you. I can't say enough about all you people. We talk about farmers, we talk about truck drivers that are always, keeping us going through the world. Making sure we have food, making sure we get stuff delivered to places. People that are working nights and weekends. So when it's not 9 to 5, that you can go to the store or you can go get a nice meal somewhere or have some great pours like last night. That they're not working the typical 9 to 5 type of thing. I'm thankful for all that. So I hope when you guys are at your whatever your profession is, whatever your job is, I hope that your workday goes by fast, but I hope you're successful and you impart great energy to people and you do some amazing things. When you're off, I hope that time just dials it down a little bit. And I hope you guys find some time for yourselves to maybe go out and have that cigar and that pour, to meet a new friend, to talk about some subjects you haven't talked about, build those memories and have a great time. But most importantly, I thank you for everything you do. Cheers and God bless. You all have an amazing day.